ancient curses, desert myth, tombs, monsters, maybe even Brendan Fraser running from chaos. But Lee Cronin's The Mummy wants almost nothing to do with that. And that may be the first thing people need to understand. This is not a nostalgic monster movie. It's horror. Full commitment horror. Body horror. Family trauma horror. Nightmare fuel horror. And according to critics, that reinvention is either the movie's greatest strength or its biggest mistake. Because reactions to this film are intensely split. Some see a terrifying modern reimagining. Others see a punishing, overlong gore machine. And honestly, both reactions make sense. One thing almost everyone agrees on is this does not play safe. At all. Cronin takes the old Universal monster and drags it into much darker territory. And that boldness alone has earned admiration. Even critics mixed on the film often praise its ambition. Because this does not feel like lazy franchise recycling. It feels like someone trying something. Something weird. Something ugly. Something risky. And that matters. Especially with legacy properties. One of the biggest points of praise is atmosphere. This movie seems obsessed with dread. Not jump-scare amusement park horror. Dread. Heavy, oppressive, diseased atmosphere. Rot. Decay. Corruption. Everything feels contaminated. And for horror fans, that can be incredibly effective. Koimoy's review especially praised the film's scares, mood and Stephen McKean's score as major strengths. And honestly, the score deserves mention. Because many reviews single it out. That dissonant, unsettling soundscape seems to do a lot of lifting. And in horror, sound is half the fear. Sometimes more. Another huge talking point is gore. And this may be where audiences divide hardest. Because this film apparently leans hard into grotesque body horror. Hard. Bone distortion. Possession imagery. Physical mutation. Uncomfortable practical horror. There are reviewers who absolutely loved this. And others who found it numbing. Roger Ebert's review described the film as relentlessly brutal, even arguing the cruelty eventually becomes monotonous rather than thrilling. And that may be the central argument around this movie. Does excess create terror? Or exhaustion? That depends entirely on the viewer. Another major strength often mentioned is visual direction. Even critics who dislike the movie often concede Cronin has visual flair. Some shots reportedly look incredible. Nightmarish. Operatic even. And that matters. Because horror often survives flaws through style. Style can carry a film far. Sometimes very far. And many reviews suggest Cronin's direction keeps the film watchable even when the script struggles. That's significant praise. Another thing getting positive attention is performances. Especially Jack Reynor. Multiple reviews mention he gives emotional grounding to material that could have become pure grotesque spectacle. That grounding matters. Because if nobody